Ukraine's drone attack on Tuapse refinery, Russia's largest oil facility in the Black Sea on November 2, ignited large fires and forced the suspension of both crude processing and fuel exports, a move Kiev describes as part of its campaign to undermine Moscow's war economy. Reuters has reported that the refinery, which is controlled by state-controlled Rosneft company and exports most of its output, has halted operations the following day after sustaining damage to port infrastructure. Neither Rosneft nor Russia's port authority has issued statements, but reports confirm that an overnight drone attack caused major fires and damaged an oil tanker. Before the incident, Tuapse had been set to increase fuel product exports in November, with 3 tankers loading naphtha, diesel, and fuel oil when the strike occurred. By midweek, all vessels had been moved offshore for safety. Independent Russian outlet Astra reported at least 3 fires, including at the RNC terminal's deep-water complex and the oil-loading berth near the southern mole. Local officials confirmed the damage, saying a drone crash caused debris to hit a tanker and start a fire that spread to nearby terminal facilities. A source in Ukraine's security service, known as SBU, told the Kyiv Post that the operation was carried out by the agency's Alpha Special Operations Center jointly with other military units, using 5 drones that struck a tanker, destroyed 4 loading stands, and damaged several port installations. Located in Russia's Krasnodar region, Tuapse has become a regular target in Ukraine's long-range campaign against Russian energy infrastructure. The Rosneft refinery processes 12 million tons of crude per year, producing gasoline, diesel, and fuel oil largely destined for export to China, Malaysia, Singapore, and Turkey. It has faced multiple attacks this year, including a naval drone strike in September aimed at disrupting Russia's shadow oil exports, as well as earlier incidents in July and March. According to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy, these strikes have undermined Russia's refining and fuel production capacity by roughly 20 to 27%, leading to shortages and long lines at gas stations. Several refineries have been forced offline, pushing Moscow to reroute production. Zelenskiy added that most long-range attacks inside Russia now rely on domestically produced weapons, with only limited use of Western-supplied Storm Shadow and SCALP missiles, and vowed that such operations will continue to pressure the Kremlin's war economy.
Russian troops continue to exert pressure on the city of Pokrovsk, Donetsk region. The enemy is using armored and light armored vehicles. This was stated by Major Vladimir Nazarenko, deputy commander of the 4th Battalion of the Ukrainian Freedom Force. He noted that the situation in the city is very difficult. In fact, in most cases, their losses, not their successes, are increasing. Unfortunately, the enemy is coming to terms with these losses, not only in manpower but also in equipment, ammunition, and artillery. He said that the enemy operates in small groups. Basically, enemy forces are detected and destroyed. Heavy fighting is currently taking place in the city, and due to the acute shortage of military equipment in Russia, the fighting is mainly carried out by infantry, which is why Russia suffered unimaginable losses in the battles for Pokrovsk, 120,000 people. Ukrainian defenders continue their counter-offensive operation in the Dobropilya direction, where assault units have achieved gains, according to Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Oleksandr Syrsky. Syrsky said he continues to work in the area of responsibility of the 7th Rapid Reaction Corps of the Air Assault Forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. He heard reports from field commanders on the situation at the front and the defenders' needs. The main issues discussed were ensuring logistics security, the actions of assault units, and pushing Russian forces out of urban areas. We are increasing pressure on the Dobropilya salient. We continue to liberate and clear territories, forcing the enemy to disperse its forces and preventing it from concentrating its main efforts near Pokrovsk, the general added. According to him, Ukrainian assault units managed to advance in certain directions in the area of the Dobropilya salient. During the counter-offensive operation near Dobropilya, 188 square kilometers of territory have been liberated and 248.7 square kilometers have been cleared of Russian saboteurs. Zelenski assured that combat operations to eliminate the Russian army are ongoing. The epicenter of fighting this winter will remain the Donetsk region, which the Russians, according to the latest deadline, aim to fully capture by the end of February. Currently, the greatest threat hangs over Pokrovsk, where urban combat is already underway, according to RBC Ukraine. As early as September, military sources assessed the situation in Kupiansk, Kharkiv region as more difficult than in Pokrovsk. However, evaluations have since changed. While Ukrainian forces managed to stabilize the front near Kupiansk, the situation around Pokrovsk has noticeably worsened over recent weeks. The area near Zvirov, southwest of the city, is particularly vulnerable. It was there that during the summer, the Second Combined Arms Army of the Russian Federation began advancing towards the boundaries of Pokrovsk. Subsequently, the occupiers managed to infiltrate the industrial zone and approach the road leading to Pavlorad. According to sources, up to 1,000 Russian soldiers may be in the city. The railway running through Pokrovsk effectively divides it in half. On OSINT maps, the southern part of the city is already marked as a grey zone or under Russian control. Despite this, there is currently no encirclement or cauldron. The occupiers conduct raids in the central, western, and northern parts of the city, engaging in contact combat. According to sources, if Russian forces succeed near Pokrovsk, they may shift the main pressure toward the Kramatorsk-Kostiantynivka agglomeration, intensifying attacks on Lyman, Siversk, and Kostiantynivka. At the same time, new breakthrough attempts are expected near Kupiansk. Analysts estimate that Donetsk will remain Russia's main winter offensive direction, aiming to achieve a tangible result by spring 2026.